All right, here we go. Map number 3. Bad News Bears looking to avoid being reverse swept by Rocket. And Rocket, well, they're feeling pretty good after capitalizing on some mistakes made by the Bad News Bears. Despite that, it was a very tightly contested map on Inferno, and we're probably going to see more of the same here on Overpass.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get anything changing as far as scorelines are concerned. Neither team really showing too much more than the opposition. It's just been how close can we get after that first early lead. Because both rounds, both maps, Rocket has got off to very early leads, although Summy gets activated early with those 2 USB headshots. Nero trades it, Aleph goes for more and is traded back by Umar. That's the bomb. Umar up with the knife! P250 in hand, Droid will get one more, but it's all up to Nero now. P250 raised boss, bomb not yet recovered. Spams away with the P250. Little too quick on the trigger there. And Nyx will win the first pistol round of this series for the Bad News Bears.
Crazy that is how dominant Rocket have been on the pistol rounds, but good news for the Bad News Bears. Reminder that they have played this map 3 times over the last 3 months with this current roster. 2 wins, 1 loss, plus 4 round differential. Although the last time they played it up against Mythic, at least in Challenger League, it wasn't the greatest performance, but this is an entirely different story and technically different players, because I think then it was Steel and Boo that were playing, and now we have Jonji and Sonic in their place. Nade comes through, Sonic gets Nero, and this is all Bad News Bears, as you would expect on the anti-eco, with only the Glocks coming through. Umar, yeah, I think he already knows the bomb is down there, or Sonic will. Sonic's watching long. There we go. Good eyes, and good end.
Nice flawless anti-eco for the Bad News Bears. And now they got to deal with the gun round upcoming here. Rocket, AK's Galil's in hand. And Aleph probably going to join the AK club here. Bad News Bears with 3 MP9s. They'll expect something fast. Maybe some presence down towards water and B. Con maybe stacked up. Couple maybe a stack towards stairs. The MP9s need to get somewhere close. They're not going to be able to outrange the AKs. Utility going in. And already one fast going through water. Nyx is down at 12 HP. That's not a good start here for the Bad News Bears. We'll see if we can do anything more. Umar out towards long. A could get overwhelmed very quickly. Flash goes over. Nyx. Umar 1 and only 1 here. 4v3 to the favor of Team Rocket. And a 1-1-1. As we have one player very far pushed up bathrooms. Jonji's MP9 rotating to the A side proper. Sonic spotted out long. He'll duck back in and retreat. Bomb still top con. A lot of time for Rocket to work with. They've not yet achieved exit velocity yet.
Rocket. Looks like they want to join Droid over in Monster. Well, that's the plan. So the hit is coming B. Summy's still here. Everyone has full HP on the Bad News Bears. But Summy's going to have to do some work here because he's not going to get reinforcements. Droid spots out the barrel of the gun. Summy's dead to rights. That's it. Bomb going to be planted. 4v2 and the Bad News Bears probably going to save the A1S. They might send Jonji in, and that's exactly what's happening. He is hurt, but he is just a man with his feet on fire. He refuses to stop moving. It doesn't yield anything, and Sonic actually decides to go for it. You want to try and help Jonji out. Nothing happens for the Bad News Bears, though, and it will be Rocket picking up their first round.
The reason good gun round there.
Yeah, sorry, Austin. I was going to say the reason I thought they would save the A1S is because the money isn't necessarily that great for them. They will be able to get a buy up here, but as opposed to having a Deagle or an MP9, they would have had another M4. So, yeah. Little details.
It's little details that have really cost Bad News Bears. They've added up quickly, if you look at Inferno. Now, Umar does have that off, though. Takes a shot on the cross. Doesn't connect. In fact, he takes some nade damage instead. Nade onto the double stack up towards Sandbags, the boost into short. That's going to do a lot to Jonji and Nyx as well. Good nade damage early from Team Rocket. That's how you get your utility usage up early and deny a lot of space from the CT side. Bomb being left top con. Rocket contends to throw around. Sonic taking an early fight, destroyed by Elk. Nero caught by the op of Umar. In the meantime, though, 4v4, that's still going to favor Rocket with a lot of space to exploit Aleph out of Con. And maybe even getting ready to boost a teammate up. Yep, R2-D2 getting up top. Looking for the opening on towards the site. Spots out one towards barrels. Down goes Summy. Man advantage Rocket. And maybe double as Nyx goes in. No, it's Nyx to make it double for Team Rocket. The double MP9 spray. No damage returned. And what is Droid going to be able to do here creeping out through Monster Tunnel?
I mean, he's got the AK. Needs to be careful of Pit. Janji poking his head up. He's made it to barrels. Almost. Droid spots him, and Droid gets the frag. Not much damage done by Janji either. He's going to smoke off Sniper Nest. Still at sandbags, and he gets dropped as well. Umar, last one standing. Going away for the smoke to fade. Actually, he's trying to get around the edge of it, and he spotted out Droid, but moved a little bit too much, and his crosshair also pulled off. So now they know where he is. No more element of surprise, and at this point, he's going to pull the plug. He can't get back into the site. He doesn't have the defuse kit. Rocket pull off a second despite a fantastic effort in play by Nyx for the 2K. They just can't hang on.
Yeah, Nyx did so much to make that viable for Bad News Bears, and they just couldn't hold down the site. Droid with a good entry there, and then it all just ended up falling down. Rocket, 2 rounds in a row now, tying it up at 2, and they're going to be up against the op, maybe a little bit of an upgrade from Nyx, but overall, not going to be a significant investment from the Bad News Bears. Prime opportunity to get an early T-side lead for Team Rocket. That op from Nero is going to be something to keep an eye on, too. Always good to have one of those on T-side overpass. Take the fountain fight, even go for a con peek. Long A, B monster. Get the quad boost up at some point. I'd love to see the quad boost, but I don't know if it's going to come through. Short molly as per usual. Default out from Team Rocket. And Nero, there's that monster pick. Janji goes hunting. He gets punished.
Janji was a little far back there, but still, yeah, he was very exposed. He didn't have to be, and Umar gets smoked off now. Rocket, they have the time. They have some space gain thanks to that early frag, and they're going to rotate themselves around towards long A. It is not that much available for the Bad News Bears, though, of course, only the AWP that was saved over by Umar and Nyx. Oh, finally connects through the tree, gets a second one. Oh, goodness, it was clinical after just whiffing a few shots onto Aleph. Gets R2-D2 with 1. 3v3. Numbers even, guns available as well. Summy's going to ferry that AK back to Nyx and try to grab another one. There it is. Nicely done. Very winnable now for the Bad News Bears. The problem is they are on A and the bomb went B. Sonic's still watching with the off there over from Graffiti. Nero making sure no one's watching from Sniper Nest. I think Sonic has the element of surprise here should someone come down walkway. That could give them the edge. He misses the shot, but so does Nero. Still a 3v3, and Nero looks into Sniper Nest once more, and Nyx will go down. That's going to do it for the round, I would say, for the Bad News Bears, because it was just pistols here. Getting out with an AK and an op and a couple of frags, it's really not too shabby. Sonic's overstaying his welcome, though.
Yep. Caught out by Droid. And Summy on the outside looking in. Nobody's going to push into him either. It's going to be 3-2 now in favor of Rocket. And that's going to grow their money a little bit here, too. 3 alive. Droid's at 9.9k. Elk at 7.3. Aleph, before reinvesting, 4.9. Very, very good economy here early for the T side.
Yeah.
Bad News Bears scrape at the bottom of the barrel for utility here. Not a good start to the CT side here for the Bad News Bears, and you expect them to have a strong defense on Overpass of all maps. That's a nice one.
Nice nade. Tosses it in, goes around the corner, gets a 2K as well. Great flashbang thrown in support of his push as well. Wow, nicely done. Rocket reeling a little bit. All three players spread out as well, and the bomb is still dropped right behind R2D2. Sonic at party, peers back and forth, left, right. Throws the smoke. Nero's creeped up on him, but Sonic baits out the shot. Now he comes around the corner looking for the finishing blow. Nero's back to cover. The shadow gives him away, and Sonic will take care of business. R2D2 does find the response. The problem is Summy's right there for the insta-trade. Droid, last one standing, and he's got a lot to deal with this time.
Great work from John G. Great flash in, too. That kicked it all off, and Summy and Sonic coming in, mopping up the mess. Droid, the last one standing, as you mentioned, and not really much he can do. Molotov might let him get the bomb, but even if he does, there's still so much to do. Tagged, bagged, 3-all. So we tie things up here. Now.
Bad news bears. So go ahead, Austin.
Let's say, at this point, something needs to change, I feel like, for Rocket, because they've done the same default pretty much every single time.
Yeah.
And it's starting to get red very early. It's very predictable.
Yeah, and I think some good aggression there in that round by the Bad News Bears as well. So we'll have to see if the trend continues for them. But one trend that has been continuing is back and forth play, as it has been on the previous two maps, and of course is what we absolutely expected. I think one element that I've liked, though, is Jonji's addition to this mix has worked really well, and Jonji and Sonic in particular, kind of paired up with the other three that are required to play. It's been very effective, so I think they should try and do it again in the following match. Jonji going to take down one, that is R2D2. But yeah, the chemistry just feels good, and Nyx has been the beneficiary of it, I would say. Two beauties from Sonic, and then Droid goes down to a wide swing from Nyx. But yeah, Nyx has played one of his best series so far, I'd say even over the last 4 or 5 months.
Oh, that's disgusting from Sonic. So clean on those first two, then the last one. He's definitely heated up over the last couple of maps. Did not have the most explosive Mirage, still had his impact, but took over Inferno and carrying the team here on Overpass so far. Nyx doing well as well. Rocket, no money. It's Glocks. And if you're Bad News Bears, you can't sit back and relax this time. They've been burned once before by the Glocks.
Need to be cautious. Summy and 3 other Bad News Bears are on this B site. They're expecting the B aggression. They've got to read somehow against Rocket. It's the right one. Nade sails through. Jonji goes for the panel spam. Summy's going to get a smoke. No, he hangs on to it because one's already out. Nyx gets a 3K. Farming the anti-frags, jumping to the top of the scoreboard. And Summy will get the frag onto Droid. Almost gets fragged by the Glock, excuse me. It doesn't happen. 5-3 as the Bad News Bears are starting to get a little bit of momentum.
A little bit of momentum, but momentum hasn't really been something that's been held on to for long for either of these two teams throughout the course of this best of 3. Mirage, early streaks from both sides, then back and forth until the end and through overtime. Inferno, early lead for Rocket. Bad News Bears bring it close, and then back and forth until Rocket eventually pulled ahead at the end. Doesn't seem any reason to change that trend at this point. Kill, he goes fighting forward. That's a big loss for the Bad News Bears.
Yeah, that's it's almost 3 opportunities to get the frag, and Umar's not able to connect on the shot. It happens. Good job. I believe it was Droid dodging those bullets, making it difficult for Umar. Sonic coming around there. He's by his lonesome at the A site, and he falls back to the site proper. Sami, quick push. Jonji flashed him out. They get the frag. Sonic's thought to be working. He can't. Nero immediately comes around that corner with Elk, and Elk is going to finish the job. 4v3 advantage. Bad News Bears want to try and get back in. They can't afford it. They've got the money, but Jonji doesn't have the frags. Aleph is the one to deliver the blow, and Sami and Nyx decide that they want to save these AKs despite the fact they've got a lot of money. In fact, Nyx grabs the AWP off the ground. This is a conservative call, but a good one, because you want to keep your economic footing on that CT side.
You have to keep your economic footing on the CT side. Very imperative on Overpass for a different reason than Inferno. Inferno, the utility is key. Overpass, you need ops. Of course, you need that utility, but you need that CT op. Oh, that's a nice shot from R2D2. Sami demolished. Nyx grasping the green gun. We'll bring that into the next round. Good response there from Rocket, though. Bringing it within one. There's the buyback for Bad News Bears. Plenty of utility. See the Galil out for Elk. I'd like to see some con control, though, taken. Feels like con's a little open right now.
Yeah, a little bit. We haven't seen too many fights there, you're right. And looks like Rocket are going to change that. They are sending 2 players down there immediately. And lo and behold, Jonji's there as well. Who's going to win that fight? 2, 1. Jonji gets the first and uses the spray, and he can't find the second. So even trade there. 4v4. Rocket have 1 player in Monster, and again, they've really slowed down the pace of play. Umar waiting at long A, pushed up quite aggressively, and Rocket are going to regroup and go for a site they've hit many times. That is B.
Maybe a peek comes through here, though. Smoke down, and somebody got caught through a gap, because that wasn't counted as a smoke spam. Droid wins that fight clean. Nyx is going to take the fight up. Does he spot a leg? No, it doesn't look like it. He's just going to hang around the end of the tunnel and wait for somebody to walk on through. 3v4. Nice little movement there by Elk. And there's a lot of damage there. Trades back and forth, and Sonic shut down by R2D2. Smoke's going down. Bomb being planted. Umar saving the op again. We're all tied at 5.
Yeah, Droid just somehow catching off that player over in Canal. Obviously, there was a gap in the smoke because it didn't come up in the kill feed as through the smoke, but interesting how that went down. Either way, Umar's going to save the AWP, and we will have a buy-up coming through from the Bad News Bears regardless in this next round. Jonji will be a little short on cash, but Sonic can cover him. Rocket, though, tie things up at 5-5, so not too shabby of a T side for them so far. The bomb going to explode, but all it's going to do is damage. They are good to go and ready to rock here into round number 11.
Chance for a lead now on the T side, too, as we get into the final third of the first half. Bad News Bears going for a double op with Sami, holding on to the secondary green. A very interesting choice there. We've seen now 4 players use the op at the start of a round for Bad News Bears. Umar, of course, is the primary, Sonic on Mirage, Jonji on Inferno, and now Sami here on Overpass. That secondary op's being passed around like a hot potato.
It's really strange. I mean, it's not so much because perhaps they want to have some variety, give it a different look, different players, different looks every single time. And they could also be looking at different secondary ops depending on the map, right? So who knows what they're doing at this moment. But experimentation definitely on the cards for the Bad News Bears. Sonic. He's waiting over in connector. Ooh, Elk already out here. Sonic doesn't expect it, and Elk is going to win the day, despite the fact that he was blinded partially. It didn't matter. He already had Sonic locked in. Umar also dropped through the smoke. Nice spray from Nero. 5v3 in favor of Rocket. They're looking to slow things up just a touch. It feels like that's the recipe for success for Rocket as well, because when they go faster off of the frags, Bad News Bears typically get the trades. Here, they're finding them and then slowing down, waiting for opportunities, regrouping in certain directions. This time, Nyx does manage to get one back, so it's only a man advantage now for Rocket. Throws the smoke, and Elk closes the gap. 4v2, Bad News Bears likely on the save.
They got to save again. And they went for a double op investment too with no success. A timeout has to be coming up soon. This is getting a little bit scary for Bad News Bears. Unless their T side has something special upcoming, but Rocket at least have harnessed the momentum of the midway point of this half. And Bad News Bears have not really been able to answer the call individually. The aggression's being found out. Rocket are tempering their own fights. They're playing with a man advantage as well. They're not giving over free fights to Bad News Bears. It's very good risk management from Rocket. And no exit there for Janji. He'll have to back away. And probably not a strong buy coming forward from Bad News Bears. They can get a couple more M4s in hand. Well, maybe a FAMAS. Sonic going M4, only a flashbang. Lack of utility could hurt significantly. And Umar should have something. There's an op in his hands. Nyx on the MP9. No util for... Oh, there's somebody getting util. But only a flash for Umar. Flash and a smoke for Sonic. Low utility. Definitely a problem here. And the lack of the opping presence is hurting Bad News Bears significantly on the CT side. On such an op-heavy map.
Yeah, you need it. And they're trying multiple players. Nothing's really working out. Umar's had it for a good chunk of time and hasn't had the impact that he's been hoping for. Nero, already up to party. Sonic is right out in the open here. Umar supporting him. Good flashbang thrown for Sonic. But now he's going to get spotted and likely blindsided. There it is. Nero takes him down. Umar waiting with the ops, still in bathrooms, but realizing his position is exceptionally vulnerable because his rifle buddy is down. Smoke tossed in for bathrooms. Nero making sure that his team can get out of a connector clearly with that flash. And the Bad News Bears. There is a bit of a look here from Long A, from Janji. He needs to win the fight, and he does because Elk's looking the wrong direction. There we go. Numbers even. But the thing is, Droid is just too good. He's already gotten to Canals. Gets the 2K. B site cleared by himself. The bomb is coming soon. Nero catches off Janji rotating around because Janji thought no one was on A, and this is all Rocket. They have really done a great job of playing a slower T side, forcing the Bad News Bears to make bad decisions and taking advantage of every single opportunity. Umar's going to have to go for a no-scope here. He does connect on it. They're chasing him pretty aggressively, and Nero, well, for good reason. Now he's going to add a little bit of BM to the mix. 7-5 for Team Rocket. One more round, and they'll secure this half.
Well, Rocket are doing everything right. Bad News Bears can't catch a break. Deagles, maybe a P250, 5-7 coming through on Janji. Half buy out for the Bad News Bears. Rocket should be able to secure this halftime, or this half lead at the very least, before we hit to halftime. A 10-5 half still possible for Rocket as well, which would be a monstrous T. That would be a great way to go into the final half of this series. Elk with a nice opening with Aleph there swinging out long. Sonic, mollied out of position, has to retreat from long bathrooms. Nyx falls to Droid in the meantime. And Sonic watches Janji fall and fly right past him.
Sorry, Austin, as Elk's going to take down Sonic. I was just going to say, I think we can't understate how effective Droid has been on that lurk towards the beast. Time and time again, he's finding frags and creating chaos for the Bad News Bears on the defensive end. 8th round found very easily by Team Rocket. They've secured this half, and they are looking for more. Like you mentioned, 10-5 would be great. Even 9-5 is excellent on T side. Bad News Bears want to strike back. Umar's got the big green once more. 3 A1Ss and the A4. So we get going in the second to last round of this first half. Molotov perfectly thrown there to deny the exit from Team Rocket, but they are going to smoke it off and immediately work their way into playground. What an opening frag by R2D2. Jonji dropped immediately as he tried to push out there and make some noise. Nyx is hoping to get a response as he moves over to sandbags, aware of the fact someone could be squeaky door, but he's spotted out. Both players, position known. Nyx, I think, got hit through the wall. He goes down. Summy finds the trade, and he manages to retreat. The thing is, Summy's in such a tough spot, and this is something Rocket's been really good at creating and isolating these players.
That's an awkward movement back for somebody who tucks in the pit, gets tagged down low. Sonic being harassed up in heaven. He does manage to get one, but Elk has eliminated the one player on the side proper.
Nero
on the flank too. The bomb not even anywhere near sight. They're just waiting on Nero to strike from behind, and they won't even need enough for Sonic. Umar walking out does get the one onto Elk, but he will not be able to do too much more unless Nero completely botches this. Umar's not ready for it. Nero on the flank, including a little bit of BM at the end there. 9 rounds, T-side overpass for Team Rocket.
Look, when Jonji's in the server, you know you're going to get a lot of BM on both sides. Oh, yeah. There's no questions asked. But yeah, 9-5 for Rocket. Loss bonus full for the Bad News Bears, so the buy-up won't be that terrible, but still 3 A1Ss, 2 FAMASs, and not as much utility as they would like. I can tell you that. Team Rocket looked a little bit tough for them at the midway point of this half, but they have recovered so very well. Just taking their time, defaulting more effectively, not rushing out when they get that opening frag. And well, I think Bad News Bears are fed up. They pushed up aggressively. Sonic and Summy get a couple, but the trades are good for Team Rocket, and a couple of the A1Ss are gone. That means the FAMASs are, well, 2 FAMASs left and only 1 to speak of. Jonji makes it work with the FAMAS, but only for 1. Aleph immediate trade, 2v2 numbers even. Umar's been heard, and Droid doesn't get the frag. Umar just comes out too quickly. Droid doesn't react. Aleph is now left by his lonesome in a 1v2 clutch situation.
It's a good safe plan, though. Tucks and toxic barrels. Low HP Umar going to lead the charge. Aleph only needs 1 shot onto Umar. Checks monster, goes back. There's the first. Good headshot. Moves around. Spots the last. Nyx versus Aleph. 1v1. And it's Nyx to claim it. A 9-6 half. A nice score line for Rocket going into the CT side. But for Bad News Bears, they have their work cut out for them when we return from this break.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Here we go. Final half of this series, at least in regulation. As we get going, Rocket has a 9-6 edge going into their CD side. I mean, I would have to say they're the favorites to take this one, given that this can be a typically very CT-sided map, and they've been very good on the pistol rounds.
Yeah, I mean, Bad News Bears won the first pistol round of this series for themselves this past half, but now it's getting a little bit more messy. R2D2 caught back on the truck. Cannot get out of there alive. Aleph looking for some headshots to connect, and his team keeps down a man. It's double dinked by Summy. In comes Droid. One. No chance for a second, but no bomb plant yet. Rocket have Elk on the flank. Drive-by from John G. Second pistol round looking likely for Bad News Bears. But Droid still has a chance. 82 HP. One. Can he get the line? If he does! They push him down! No! They could have gotten a bomb point. They could have rotated off. They like to fight Droid, and he punishes them for it. A 4K for Droid, and Rocket up to double digits here. It's a big individual effort, but it comes at a terrible time for the Bad News Bears. It almost puts them behind the 8 ball.
Oh no, Droid, no, don't do him like that. Don't do him like that. That's so tough. I mean, they honestly had so many shots that they could have taken and had to finish him off. Both players double peeking, they made the right play, and Droid just deletes them almost simultaneously. Nice flicks from the USP, and now Jonji just charges up into connector to get the opening frag. Elk finds the immediate trade. The Bad News Bears hoping to get something done with their fast-paced play style, but Elk is denying them at every single turn. Yes, he only has 18 HP left, but he's already gotten 3 frags registered to his name. Jonji doubling back into Con. Droid's waiting on the other side should he decide to push through Squeaky Door. This would be an easy frag for Droid if Jonji doesn't clear close right. He is clearing it, and he jumps across and takes advantage of the mid-air accuracy of the SMG to drop Droid.
That names so much, though. It does a decent amount to Summy, but Jonji pushes in. Down goes the low HP Elk. Double SMGs for Rocket on the retake. R2D2 and Aleph looking for the refrag. Jonji and Summy both low as well. Jonji in the red, finished off by Aleph, who gets both of them in the end. Diffuse coming through. The force up for Bad News Bears does not bear anything but a bomb plant. And that now leads the question, does Bad News Bears force again, or do they half buy? They could Galil force this half by probably the more prudent course of action.
I feel like things quickly get out of hand, and given the lead, I say they force. They have enough money to justify it. 5-round deficit. You need to get something on the board. Rocket, I mean, their economy might be fragile if you're able to get this round victory. And I mean, looking at their buy-up, it absolutely is. It is going to be 3 MP9s, one of those saved over from the previous round, so why throw it away? An AWP and an M4A4 available to them. Bad News Bears, they're able to buy up 3 rifles of their own, 2 AKs, a Galil, a Deagle, and of course Umar with the MAC-10. Surprised to see Jonji not have that MAC-10, given that he likes to be the first one to push out, and he already is. He's made his way in towards water. Elk defending connector, smoke guising his vision. And now the Molotov gets thrown by Sonic, so it's going to be a bit of a tough spot for Elk. Summy can't do anything. Jonji, could he go down as well? He does. Oh, that is so tough. If Elk gets a third, it's terrible, but he doesn't. Umar gets a much-needed trade, ensures that the advantage is only 1 man for Rocket.
Bomb still far away for Bad News Bears. A lot of time on the clock. That time can run out very quickly. They still seem to be leaning B, and now they've lost Sonic. Nero holding the lane area. Catches him trying to cross into Sands. Umar and Nyx now. 1 flashbang, 2 smokes. The flash goes through the tunnel. Lord peeks off of it. Gets the first, has a friend with him, and R2D2 with the last one. Doubling up on the Bad News Bears are Team Rocket. 12-6. And where is the money for Bad News Bears?
Somewhere. It's not in this round.
Well, they're forcing.
Well, I mean, sort of. They're going for a half buy here. They're still leaving a little money in the tank. Sonic and Nick's under 2K, yes, but they will be able to buy up in the following round thanks to their $3,400 of loss bonus, max loss coming through. Still, opposite Rocket. Oh no. Droid has the lineup, and Droid gets the 3K without even seeing anything. He knew where he was smoking and said, "Run, coming from this direction." And he is absolutely right. 20 seconds drag now for him, and Elk finishes it off. The BM on the ground. Everything looking amazing for Team Rocket. 13-6 in their favor.
Now a buyout for the Bad News Bears. The op is out, the AKs are here, but one thing they do not have in spades right now is a round buffer. And a timeout called from Rocket? This is an interesting decision here.
I'm guessing there's some sort of, I mean, if there were technical issues, they would have called tech pause. So maybe
Yeah.
they just want to talk things over. I don't know.
Maybe they want to not get overconfident, over-aggressive. They want to make sure they're going to close this one out.
Yeah, they knew that last round was a half buy, of course, and it wasn't a full-on investment. So here comes the full-on investment. They saw how things can go horribly wrong, and on the previous map of Inferno, where they had that huge lead, and the Bad News Bears came back on their T side. Remember, so they probably just want to say, "Hey guys, settle down. We do have this big lead, but remember how it went last time. Let's make sure that doesn't happen again, because we're 3 rounds away from the reverse sweep."
Yeah, they just got to dot their I's, cross their T's, do their job, and do it right. Easier said than done. But with every passing round, it's easier and easier for Team Rocket. Nick's now the first one through short. Umar following him up with an op. Elk has all the information up towards party. He's still hanging around. Nobody's discovered him. Sonic might want to clear this, but Elk has a good angle. Sonic going back around towards the stairs. Droid goes down first. Good pick from Nyx. Elk going in. Janji's already on A site. Aleph knows this. Janji's up top. Aleph gets mowed down. Janji aggression is going to work out well for Bad News Bears, but Sonic gets traded. Nero has a teammate there with him. They're going to push in onto Summy. He falls the bomb in top con. Nyx has to do it all. The lineup, and he falls.
This is so... this is not that great for the Bad News Bears. Yes, Janji comes back. He gets out. Okay, this is a 2v1 now. The problem is they don't have the bomb, so they have to win the fight here. I like the play from Janji, but it's kind of in a vacuum because the rest of the team isn't synced up with him, and the bomb can't get to the A site. Nero's going to get dropped, so Janji, great job by his lonesome. A 3K comes through. Bad News Bears win the round, but did they make mistakes? Absolutely. It's good that they could recover from it, but that's a round they could look back on and say, look, this was really great from Janji, but it would have been even better if the rest of the team was kind of on the same page.
Yeah, Janji kind of single-handedly wins that round.
Yes, which is great. Again, I just think that they could have been even more effective if they were working as more of a unit. That's all.
I agree. And yes, you need people to open up space like that. But the fact it was a very winnable 1v for Nero,
yeah,
it does not bode well for the Bad News Bears. They need more than just one man being an army. Sonic had that ace on Inferno. Remember how that turned out afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
And such a start as that is not good for Bad News Bears. I know that's kind of obvious. It's a John Madden. If you score more touchdowns than the other team, you're going to win. But you can't be giving up early picks like that, especially not taking any damage back. Ooh, that's messy Nero. He gets punished. There's Janji, but Elk has the
Elk throws a flashbang out. Janji blinded momentarily. He really has been the one-man army over this last little bit. Let's see if he can continue that run. Elk backs into bank. Reinforcements have arrived. The hit's coming A. They know it now. No one left on the B site. Smoke thrown for dumpster. Sonic tries to close the gap, but Aleph and Elk do the work. It's only Umar left. Bomb not even planted yet, and he's trapped over at truck. Oh, goodness me. Umar hits the shot onto Elk. He has to do some work here. Gets the second one. Is Umar on for another 1vx clutch? He already had the 1v4. I think on Mirage it's a while ago now, but he misses the shots twice there. and Umar cannot do it. Too many bodies to overcome, and the angle just wasn't that great. 14-7 in favor of Rocket.
And just like Inferno, after a massive individual effort, Bad News Bears slide down again. Rocket, 2 away from claiming victory and converting the reverse sweep. They're almost there. It's a force-up from Bad News Bears. 2 Galils, 2 AKs, a Deagle. Distinct lack of utility. And an opening pick from Nero to make it even worse. John G on the ground. Elk around towards top bathrooms. Nero's second shot will Elk is going to add 2 more to his talent. Bombus of all things. Make it a 3-piece as Umar goes hunting and is punished as well. Nix is wondering what happened. He was lurking out towards B. But be that as it may, Team Rocket have just gotten to match point.
Train is rolling into the station, and soon the Bad News Bears will be walking onto it with their heads down low, staring at the grounds. Sad that they could not come out with the win here. Perhaps they can prove us wrong and come back from this deficit, but it will be a Herculean effort required. 15-7. 8 rounds in a row required from the Bad News Bears just to keep them in this series and send it to overtime. Looking at their vibe, it's not the worst. 3 Galils, the AK, and the MAC-10. Over on Rocket, it's going to be an AWP, an A1S, the Galil, the AK, and the A4. Everyone rocking different weapons there, but they've got the full util set. It's all come down to this for them. They want to close it out right here, right now. Flashbang going to get thrown. Is it going to be a quick play from the Bad News Bears? Yeah, it is. They're going to immediately charge out towards this B site. Smoke tossed by R2D2. Droid is good for 2 immediately. They can't get past him. R2D2 tucked in towards Toxic. Sonic and Laura gets one. Umar manages to get one as well, but it's still all Rocket. Umar, last one standing, and he's only got 5 HP. Make it 0 HP. It is 16-7. The final score in favor of Rocket. They have converted the reverse sweep, and in very convincing fashion in that second half of Overpass.
Incredibly convincing fashion, but I would say they put